Oh my goodness. Why doesn't that work on the first shot? Okay. Hi, I'm Lisa. Welcome to my vlog. I have re-recorded this 3 times now because I keep psyching myself out as to whether or not today is a good day to record. And I told myself 100 videos. Doesn't matter if they're okay, well, I obviously care if they're good. I don't want to put anything out there, but it doesn't matter if it's not my absolute best. I'm gonna put it out even if it's 80% best. So I'm re-recording this again. I'm not feeling 100%, but I still want to try. I just watched a couple of YouTube videos of people talking about how to make YouTube videos, which is so funny because I'm making one right now, but they talk more about like stuff I don't know, right? Like closeness of the camera and stuff like that. So the one I just watched said to do your chatting segments at a medium distance, which I don't do that, right? If you watch my previous videos, I'm like up close at the camera because I thought, you know, the mic wouldn't pick me up. But she said to sit about medium distance, having more, what's that word? More like, I can't remember. More, she said to have more variety shots. So like having things like up close, medium distance, and then like super far. So I'm not really doing anything outside. So I think she's more referring to like vlogs where I'm out and about doing stuff. But I think this vlog today is just gonna be more chatting. I'm definitely gonna talk a bit more about how I feel, but yeah, so this vlog is mainly just chatting. There's basically 3 things that I wanted to get off my chest, and it's more about, okay, so the 3 things are the future, so like chatting more about like my future and kind of what I want to do. Second thing would be like more like how I'm feeling and like my confidence about certain things, and then the third thing would be to end it off with ADHD. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to talk about was like the future, and just chatting about this helps me process. But right now, I'm not too sure what I want to do. I think I'm at a really good point in my life where it's very flexible because I'm just out of school. I haven't really gotten a job yet or anything, so I could easily land on anything. So the 3 things that are kind of ahead for me is going the route that I had always thought I was going to go to, which is coding. I had thought that would have been my future plans as of grade 12, and then I went into the field. Basically, like I went into computer engineering, which gets you your foot in the door for software. That's what I ended up doing. That's what I thought I had wanted, and I thought I wanted it so badly, and it turned out not to be what I thought it was. So, but I did spend 5 years there, so part of me feels like I have to go into it. Like I did spend so much money and so much time there that I feel like I should pursue something in it, even if I only stay in it for like a year or 2, just to have something. But I don't know, like I definitely think it's the safest option of the 3 things that I can think of that I want to do. So the second thing is vlogging. Like it'd be so cool if I stayed consistent at this and actually made a career out of this as I learn more about how to frame shots and how to engage viewers and talk about things that people are interested in, and how to be more comfortable in my own personality on camera, all these things. Like as I learn to do all this stuff more, it'd be really cool if it could turn into maybe a career, or even something I could do part-time that would bring in a little bit of money, so I could do something that I actually really love to do. And that would be like chatting and sharing things with people is something that I really do enjoy. And then the third thing would be art. So I've recently been trying to learn how to draw a little bit more. So I have an iPad right here, and I got it new in anticipation of wanting to learn how to draw. And I think that is a common thing to do when you have ADHD. So go and buy all the tools to do all these amazing things and then never go through with it. So I can't say that that has happened yet because I'm still trying. I'm still trying my best to draw as much as I can and learn how to draw. But I think I am taking on a lot, right? I'm trying to apply to jobs every day. I'm trying to record these vlogs and edit these vlogs because I really enjoy doing that. And then also trying to learn how to draw. I think it's a lot. But also if you, oh, it unlocked. If you see my screen protector, I drew this. So, oh shoot. Oh, it's fingerprint, not Face ID. Yeah, I drew this. So I'm really proud of this. Yeah, and here's like the full image. So honestly, I was getting a role for drawing and like trying to figure out my own style and how to do things. And I think as I progressed, I kind of got a little bit stuck. Like I didn't know how to progress in a way where I could learn how to draw effectively so that I could improve every single time and eventually draw something I'm really proud of. The main focus that I do have is drawing people or drawing characters because I feel like that would be such an amazing skill to have. It'd be so fun to do, but I'm learning and I don't really know how to get started. So those are like the 3 paths that I want to take, and they all have pros and cons, obviously. So I guess the next thing I want to chat about is like what I want to do in the next little while with all those 3 things in mind. So really it is like I want to keep looking for this software job and do that for a little while because that'll bring in good income where I don't have to worry. And I think I could still do these 2 things on the side. There would just be a little bit less time day to day for everything. But I thought if I could get good at art, or even when I get the job, like content creation could circle around those things. And then in terms of art, I was thinking of doing art school, or not like university art school, but like taking a course or something, or finding really good YouTube videos. Honestly, I wish I had someone to direct me in a way when it comes to art, like, okay, here's a good starting point and you can branch from there. Because right now it feels like there's 1,000 starting points. I could start at any one of them and eventually progress, but I don't know which one would be best. And I kind of do get in this perfectionist mindset of like, I want to start where it'd be absolute best for me and I can progress the most efficiently to the point where I can learn how to draw at like the quickest possible, which I know is not the greatest mindset. If I just sat down and drew every day, I'm sure I would get better. Some sense of direction would definitely help. Like I do feel like throughout school, you kind of get guided as you go through every grade, and then when you're doing university applications, you have people telling you and helping you in terms of applying, like what to expect and what each degree is kind of meant for, that kind of logic, like that kind of stuff. So honestly, I'm pretty stumped on that. I have no solution as to that right now. I really did just want to chat in this vlog and kind of give you guys an idea of like where my mind's at with all of this stuff. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm still very stumped as to whether this plan will work because I think I am taking on a lot of things, right? I'm taking on 3 things all at the same time, trying to do it every single day. So it gets very difficult. As of right now though, I do think it's feasible. I think I have enough drive and motivation as of right now to actually do it this way. And job applications don't seem to be taking up as much time. So it really is mostly the content creation and the art side of things. So that in itself is really exciting because those are the 2 things that I'm really excited about. Like I love making these videos and I really do love drawing, especially when I've drawn something that I'm really proud of. I can sit with it and be like, okay, I am improving, I'm getting better. But yeah, okay, so that's everything in terms of that. So now in terms of my feelings, I guess I just wanted to chat about how I've been feeling for the past few weeks. So I've been doing the job application and everything like that for the last few weeks, and there's been a lot of big changes in my life. I have gotten on the ADHD medication. My partner has started a new full-time job, and I've also just contemplated new things for myself in the future. So, which we just chatted about, but that obviously stirs a bunch of feelings. And I think the biggest thing is that there's so much constant change in my life, at least as of the last, I would say, month or two, that it is a bit overwhelming. The medications are a huge adjustment. My partner and I used to spend like 4 consecutive days not every week in like the Sunday to Sunday kind of week, but we'd spend the 4 days and then we'd take like a week where we'd be apart and then we'd spend another 4 days together. So now that he has a full-time job, it is a bigger adjustment for me because I am more anxiously attached. It has been a bigger adjustment, but one that I think I'm managing pretty well. And then making these videos is something that I'm so excited for. Like, I really want to continue doing this, and I think that level of excitement has actually made the other things a bit easier. It's allowed me to focus even when I didn't have the ADHD meds. It allowed me to be excited for the day, even though I wasn't going to see my partner today. So yeah, that's just kind of how I'm feeling. Although I was having a bit of an off day today, I was feeling a bit lower today, so I'm not too sure why, but yeah. And then that's everything in terms of how I'm feeling. So to jump into the ADHD meds now. So if you've watched my other videos, I recently started Concerta, which is a stimulant for ADHD, and I've taken it for the 3rd time today with a whole bunch of side effects and a lot of, I would say, pros, like a lot of things that have worked out. So, oh my God, I need water. Well, that's one of the things. The medication makes my mouth super dry. So in terms of the actual medication, this might seem repetitive. It seems repetitive to me just because I've talked about it so much, but if this is the first time you've seen me talk about this, I had an okay experience with this medication so far, in the sense that it does help me focus. It lets me sit down with basically no ramp up period to what I want to do. I have found without the medication that it takes me about an hour to 3 hours to ramp up to whatever I'm trying to do, and that wastes a lot of time in the day. And ramping up for me can look like being on my phone, on TikTok, just walking around the house aimlessly, finding other things to do besides the thing that I said I wanted to do. So it definitely gets a bit intrusive would be a good word, I think. It just impairs my life a little bit. So this medication helps me just sit down and do whatever I wanted to do, which is really great. Another pro is that it also helps me think one thought. So at least what I found, I don't like to speak on like ADHD as a whole because I only recently got diagnosed, only recently started this medication. So I'm actually not too sure. I'm not an expert in any way. But for me, I normally have like hundreds of thoughts going on in my head, and everyone's trying to talk to each other all at the same time, and it's very chaotic, but it does help me think quick on my feet because there's just so much going on. But when I'm on this medication, what ends up happening is that I only have one thought, and that one thought is usually only able to focus on that one thing at a time. So if I'm doing one thing, I can only focus on that one thing, which is good because when I'm trying to do things, I don't get sidetracked with like other things that are happening. So those are really good things. The only things I would say is that it has been messing up my sleep schedule. So when I took it on the Friday, because I do take the weekends off, I crashed on the weekends. So I ended up having 12 hours of sleep on the Friday night and the Saturday night. And then I was still able to sleep early on the Sunday night. So it was messing up my sleep then. And then I took it again yesterday, which was Monday. And what I noticed is at night, I was having a hard time actually sleeping. I went to bed at 11, couldn't sleep until 12. And then I woke up several times during the night. I didn't feel like I got really deep, well-rested sleep. So today I am feeling very tired, but I took it again this morning at 10 o'clock because I I'm supposed to take it every day during the weekdays. I did notice it gave me energy in the morning, and that felt really good. And then around now, which is like 7 o'clock, but I noticed it more around 5 o'clock, I kind of crashed. Like I did feel like I was very tired, but not able to sleep. So it's just like I didn't have that same level of energy I had in the morning. And I think the lack of sleep on top of the come down of this medication is definitely hitting my system even right now, which is in part why it took me so many times to record this video and why I wasn't so happy with how the other ones came out, because I was a bit more low energy. But yeah, that's everything in terms of medication with my experience so far. So I've only taken it for the 3rd time today. Honestly, it's been good and it's been bad. I wouldn't recommend it one way or another, but I will say that once my body gets used to it, and I'm hoping that it will, that I can just mostly experience the good side of these meds and continue to take it without so many issues. But in terms of side effects, I have been experiencing dry mouth. What else was I? Yeah, dry mouth, lower appetite. So like I can still feel that I'm hungry. It just feels very different. And then I've been getting headaches around when the medication wears off. So it lasts about 12 hours. So I take it at around 9 or 10. So around 9 or 10 o'clock at night is when I notice these headaches. And it isn't like it hurts so much, but it does, it's kind of mild and it is very, very annoying. So yeah, that's everything in terms of ADHD. I just thought I'd give an update now because it's on my mind and we're just chatting. So I thought this would be a really good way to do the update, have everything all in one place. But yeah, that's everything that I wanted to chat about. This is just everything that was on my mind. I wanted to make today's vlog more exciting and me doing all these things and all these really cool shots and stuff, but I know myself well enough to know that I wasn't really feeling it today in terms of like mental health, I guess, and just like emotionally wasn't super upbeat and everything. So I didn't want to push, but I thought just having a sit down chatting video would also be good. And I know it wasn't like educational either. I know a lot of these like chatting videos usually go better when you're like spreading knowledge, but this is really, I guess, more about like getting to know me and like how I think and what I want to chat about. So if anything, this is to benefit me more than it is anybody else. But thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. It would mean a lot if you would subscribe and like this video, and I will see you in the next vlog, hopefully with something a little bit more exciting.